man's mane can make or break his self-esteem. For some, with it, you have Samson's strength, and without it, you have Delilah's weakness. And today we are showing you that losing your locks doesn't have to be the beginning of the end. Barry Rogers and Dr. Alex Kadabi are here to show us how you can regain your strength and your hair. So welcome, gentlemen. I really appreciate you being here because I know you drove all the way up from Los Angeles.
Thank you so much for having us.
Dr. Kadabi, let's start with you. How common is hair loss? And I mean, what kind of insecurities does it cause for men and women when they start losing their hair?
Well, actually, hair loss is very, very common, and it's about 50 million men and 30 million women in the United States have hair loss. And actually, the number of hair loss in women has been underdiagnosed or underrepresented because women could be styling their hair very differently, or they could just be blaming their hair loss on having thin hair from their mom's side or their sister. So it's a very, very underdiagnosed entity. Now, the concern that people have is when they start losing their hair, they worry about how they're going to look with the opposite sex. Are they going to feel like they're old? And what topic that's not very talked about is anti-aging for the hair. You know, we talk about a lot of anti-aging for the skin, anti-aging for the body, but really anti-aging for the hair, because when we start losing hair, we start looking older. Yeah. And everybody's really trying to correct their hair loss, trying to make themselves look younger.
So you came up with a product. It's
Yes.
called Revivogen. And I know, Barry, you're a Revivogen user, and you swear by it. So we're going to talk to you about how it helped you. But first, Dr. Kadabi, tell us about this product, because how did you come up with it?
Well, I'm 34, but when I was 19, I started losing my hair. And the time that I noticed it, I was in college. I was doing extremely well. I was a researcher in a laboratory. And when I was at the gym one night, I started working out, and you have all these mirrors all around you. And I went back to do a set, and I realized, wow, you know, back of my head is going bald. And I thought about it for, you know, throughout the workout. Didn't really think about it until I got home. And then I realized my father is bald. I saw my uncle was there, and he's bald. And it just really hit me. At this early age, I'm going to start losing my hair, and I'm going to start looking like my dad. And I asked my father, you know, when did you start losing your hair? He said, well, I was about 20. And
you were 19 at the time.
I was 19 at the time, and whenever I realized something, I always tried to research as much as possible. I become obsessed with it, and I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what was the real cause of hair loss, because there's nothing really available for hair loss at that time except for minoxidil or Rogaine. And luckily, during that time, a lot of the science was coming out telling us what was causing hair loss. It was due to a hormone byproduct that was created on the skin. And having the skin available and so accessible to us, I tried to make a product that was topical. And I began to researching about a lot of different ingredients, whether it was synthetic and natural. And we began to realize that natural ingredients that are available to us for many number of years could be put together and make a formula on top of the scalp and reverse the hair loss process without exposing the body to any kind of chemicals.
And that's what's important. Barry, I know that you started using it because you were maybe starting to lose your hair. Tell us about how you found out about Revivogen and how it's worked for you, really, because you swear by it.
Oh, yeah. I was 29 years old, living up in Northern California at the time, and started to see the hairline go back, started to see the thing on the crown start to disappear. And I, like a lot of guys, I got really scared. I wasn't ready to lose my hair yet. And happened to be flipping through a fitness magazine one day, and I saw an advertisement for your product, and the thing that caught my eye was that it was all natural, you know. And I thought, okay, I'll give this a try, and I ordered it. And 3 months later, I'm like, okay, this has stopped.
Wow! And you know what's so great? It's because a lot of people have myths, or a lot of people have their certain beliefs about hair loss. We're going to go ahead and take a listen to some people and what they think causes hair loss. So go ahead and roll the tape, and then we're going to talk about your product a little bit more, because I'm sure a lot of people are interested, Doctor. All right.
There are all those wives' tales that say, you know, wearing hats will do it.
I think it's probably hereditary.
I hear it's brothers and your mother's dad.
A lot of chemical treatments.
Stress.
The environment.
Old age and genetics, pretty much.
I thought it was in your genes.
The things you eat.
All right, so there you have it. Are those really myths? I mean, the things that you eat and that kind of thing, Doctor?
Yes.
Can that okay.
What causes hair loss, again, is a hormone byproduct. If you are born with a predisposition means that if you got the genes from your mom or your father's side, and you're likely to lose your hair, you're going to lose your hair. So changing your diet, changing your stress level, changing your shampoo, using shampoos that unclog the pores, those are the things that are not going to reverse your hair loss. And you need to use a scientifically proven product, whether it's FDA-approved products or whether it's topical natural product. You have to make sure you're using something that's natural and scientifically proven.
And so, Barry, how do you feel now? How long did you use Revivogen for?
I'm still using Revivogen.
Okay.
I used it last night in the hotel. I used mine in the evening time, and I will continue to do so.
Is it like a shampoo, or is it like a cream that you put on?
Well, you have a shampoo,
okay,
and then you have the conditioner, and then you dry your hair, and then you put the serum on. You can do it at night, or you can do it in the morning, and you only have to do it once a day. And I'm one of those people, if I try something and it works for me, then I want to tell all my friends. You know, I want everyone to know. And the fact of the matter is that once it did work for me, I came and found you guys. I said, sign me up. What can I do to help you get word out about this?
Wow, and so now you feel great.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, well, we need to let people now know where they can call, and I know you have a website, so I really want people to be able to use this product, and if you want to know more about it, you can go to www.revivogen.com. Easy, right? It's right there on your screen. And then there's a toll-free number you can call as well, 877-512-4247. So I imagine that a lot of people are just loving you, Dr. Kadavi, for this product.
Well, they are, and if you use it at the right time, meaning if you're not completely bald, you know, and you're using it when you start losing your hair, and most men start using a product within 5 years that they start losing their hair, they're getting their hair back to what it was 3 to 5 years ago. And most people are just happy maintaining their hair. So within 3 months, when the product works, they're overly excited.
That's all it takes, 3 months?
3 months.
And
but
for women, too?
For women also. So if you use the product for 3 months, you start noticing results. For you to get maximum results, it takes about a month, a year and a half for you to get those maximum results. And then you could taper off the use of the product because your body continues to produce this bad hormone. And so I still continue to use it every night, so because I have to maintain the hair that I have. But when you're regrowing your hair and you got your hair fuller to what it was before, you're going to be using a product like that. Now, one of the most important things you bring back up again is women. And women don't realize that they have hair loss. They use extensions, they use thickening shampoos, they style their hair differently. But if they start noticing that they have hair loss, they should use a product right away, because the earlier that they start using a product, the more likely they are to regrow their hair.
Good point. Well, listen, thank you both so much for being here. This has been great. And once again, let's pull up those numbers and the website so people can call, because unfortunately, not right now, it's available here locally. Hopefully, it will be soon. But if you would like to give Revivogen a try, go ahead and call that toll-free number, or just visit the website at www.revivogen.com. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I really appreciate it. Come back again anytime.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much. Coming up.